Hello everybody, welcome once again back to Lisa. First off, apologies for the no-face cam in the last video. There was a giant fuck-up in some kind of encoding, and it was terrible. Second up, since Lisa is coming up 2 times a week right now, we're going to cut the episode's length a little bit, and we're going to do 20-minute episodes instead of the 30 to 45-minute marathons that we've been doing so far. Say hi.
Hi.
Alright, now CV's all up to speed.
Oh man, Save Bird guy. Oh.
Yeah, it hasn't actually been the 2 weeks that I wanted it to be since we went through this terribleness, but we're here now and we gotta get stuff going.
Huh.
So. Oh great, all of our party members who weren't in the party are no longer poisoned. I wonder if that means they're dead. Nope, they're half dead.
Like this cave.
Yeah, we're in a meat cave with a bunch of...
Dude spiders.
Yeah, cool guy spiders. Not happening. Alright. Fight the cool guy spiders. Come on, brah. Make it happen.
I'm not getting any game audio.
Oh, sorry. That's probably my fault. Give me 1 second here.
He's gotta fight the good fight. Yeah,
Yes,
punch that spider.
that will be a Skype thing. Actually, I'll just fix it when this fight's over.
Alright, cool. Everyone ignore me.
I'm sure you won't miss the creepy, tickly sounding audio. That's
Well,
really the
that's
best I've
upset.
got for it. It
Yeah.
sounds tickly.
A good way of putting it, yeah. Base of the spine kind of thing. This spider's wearing rouge.
Techniques. There we go. Rapid. Best way to go. Lord of
Terry.
Hints, very good. Sick drops. Shut up, phone.
Right. What plot point are we working on right now?
We just fought Wally.
Ah, yes. But I've just, like, what happens now? I know we, like, killed a bunch of people and we're trying to track down Rando. Is there any sort of intermediate quest, or are we still just moving to the right?
We're just moving to the right. I don't know what's coming up next. We fought Wally, and now we're going down into his meat cave.
It's all about the meat cave.
I don't like the sound of a meat cave. It reminds me too much of something dirty. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm gonna leave that up to the imagination, and assure you that's not what I want associated with this terrible game.
Yeah, I get that.
Not terrible. The game's not terrible. This terrible experience within the game.
Yeah, it's a terrible world. Twang.
Oh yeah, Tasha from my Undertale Pacifist run totally recognized the Nern voice that I was doing as a joke for one episode. People are watching this.
Oh, nice. Nice to know we're not just slaving in the void here. I've just noticed these spiders are named leftovers.
No, they're named Marty.
I could have sworn I saw the word leftover pop up at the end.
Maybe it was just because of goddamn powers. That could have been something like you were seeing somebody's attack text or something.
I have no idea.
Oh, hey, extra tidbit that I learned when I went looking up some information about Wally on the wiki since our last fight is that he also has an instant kill move, much like Jonathan did.
What is it?
Neck break. I don't know how we avoided it, but we could have had a lot of people dead after that fight.
We got lucky.
Yeah, very, very lucky.
This isn't even my final form.
Just keep healing people, Nern. Like, just do your thing. These guys aren't particularly dangerous, so we can do party maintenance in these fights.
Has that episode come out yet? I want to see how my Wally voice picked up on the microphone.
It will be tomorrow, but it was great. Like, it was really great.
Sweet. Nice that I get to put my useless skill set to work.
Hey, that's what the internet is for, man. There's nothing but useless skill sets being put to work. Did you know there's an entire community of people who just eat things? Like, things you shouldn't eat? Also, things that you should eat, but in inhuman quantities.
No, and that's kind of disturbing. Isn't that called pica or pica or something when you eat stuff it's not really food?
I don't know, but I know that my coworkers were watching a guy drink 5 pounds of melted butter last week.
Good God.
That
You know what? Hold on. I want to look up how many calories are in butter while you're fighting. There's this great website, sorry, keyboard typing, called Wolfram Alpha that can answer smart questions. And one of the things it can do is tell you how many calories are in a given quantity of food.
Like, while you're doing that, while I'm doing this, I was trying to get them to stop contributing to this guy's YouTube fame because they were slowly killing him. It is their direct responsibility for giving him the views he's obviously doing it for.
Well, that's just it. Everything that used to be a disorder is now a subculture. Okay, here we go. Serving size, 5 pounds, 2 kilograms. I know those aren't exact, but this is what the thing tells me. Total calories, 16,261. Calories from fat, 16,170.
So does that mean that there's just like a dozen calories that are hanging out there that nobody can identify?
Yeah. I don't know. They're like rounding error calories. Maybe there's like fiber or something. No, there's no fiber in butter. Even I know that. Cholesterol, 1,635% of your recommended daily value. 0 carbohydrates. And 1 gram of sugar.
You know what's really creepy is that these spiders won't attack me until I turn around and look at them.
Oh, it's like the opposite of boo. Yeah, somehow that's worse. Alright, do you think they're all individual spiders named Marty, or do you think they're made up of different pieces of a guy named Marty?
Well, they're all heads, right? So
Maybe he had like 8 heads.
I think what's more likely is that they found a family who wasn't good with names, and then they just decombobulated them.
Yeah, like how George Foreman has 4 kids named George.
Exactly. So the dad was named Marty, and the son was named Marty, and the second son was named Marty, and then the daughter was named Marty, and then they just had a trend going, and they didn't want to break it.
5 pounds of butter contains 1.2 kilograms of saturated fat.
That's a lot of fat.
That's an exceptional amount of fat.
Like that is drinking a love handle. Just a blended love handle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, on principle, I'm not gonna go to this guy's YouTube channel, but could you tell me, like, what his physical appearance was?
Oh, he was definitely the type of guy that you would expect to be drinking too much butter on the internet. He looked like... Did you ever see Jackass?
No, I didn't, actually.
Oh, okay, well, you are missing out because it's pretty goddamn fantastic just to experience. It's like reading the Bible. Like, you don't have to enjoy it, but it's worth getting where everybody else is getting this from. Sorry, I shouldn't say the Bible. Atlas Shrugged.
No, it's actually a great analogy, and I got to page 82 of Atlas Shrugged and threw it down in disgust, so...
That's something that I can say with, I'm gonna say, pride? In that I have read all of Atlas Shrugged and all of the Bible just to see what the fuss was about. And it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
I've lived through the Bible, and Atlas Shrugged I got through, yeah, about the 5th or 6th very heavy-handed metaphor before I realized that Ayn Rand was just going to spend the rest of the book making the same point over and over again. At least the Bible has variety.
You know what? You didn't get to the worst part, so you should probably be, I don't know if happy's the right word, but yeah, like, you didn't get to the worst part by far.
I'm assuming that's the John Galt speech at the end, which I hear is like 60 pages long.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that they've, like, timed it out, and it would take, like, 2.5 hours of just solid reading to get through it. Like, it is the worst kind of lecture ever written.
I wonder how much butter you'd have to drink to sustain you.
Oh, at least, like, 10 sticks. If you were going in there from nothing, you would need 10 sticks of butter just to have the calories to keep you upright.
There's a great book I read. It's sort of a cultural deep cut, but for people who like seeking out weird literature, a man named Russell Baker wrote a series of essays that were compiled under the title "So This Is Depravity." And he talks about climbing his own personal Everest, which is the French nonfiction text, what the hell is the title of it? Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. And talking about reading a book that's really hard to read isn't exactly interesting in and of itself, but he describes it as a literal climb up Everest, complete with a Sherpa. And they have to turn back like halfway through the book. And it's just, the whole thing is like a 20-page essay embedded in a longer book of essays, and it's just amazing. I fucking love that book.
Sorry, what was it called?
So This Is Depravity by Russell Baker.
Okay.
Anyway, suffice to say, I read enough of Atlas Shrugged to get Bioshock, and that's really as much as anyone needs.
Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. It's like, oh, this is what caused society to collapse. Cool.
You know what bugged me about the City of Rapture, though? The whole thing was a utopian vision of everybody doing things their own way with zero restrictions.
Right.
And the city was a uniform, beautiful Art Deco metropolis. What it really should have been was a nightmare of Lisa Frank colors and glitter, because that's what people with zero restraints end up doing for decor.
At least the kids' rooms, but like, don't you think that there would be a certain amount of, like, I don't want to say uniformity, but there would be people who would just say, I don't want to put in the effort to decorating this, and I like the way that looks. Do it that way.
These people moved to a city at the bottom of the ocean. I don't think they're doing this for the easy path.
Well, no, I kind of disagree with that, because somebody who moves to a city at the bottom of the ocean clearly thinks they are too good to do this peasant shit on their own.
I guess I get that. I pitched this question on the internet once. The best response I got back was the idea that when you're among a group of people who consider themselves free thinkers, what they end up all doing is the same thing and be individualistic together. Which was, yeah, I get that. And that would explain why everything looks like New York high society on, the ocean.
So you mean just like, as a group, like, groupthink will still set in, but they all just are convinced they came to it themselves?
Pretty much, yeah. Sort of like how punk rockers stereotypically all look the same and are huge about being individualistic and don't realize the dichotomy.
Or the South Park goths?
Exactly. That
Cool.
sort of
All right.
thing.
I can get on board with that. The South Park goths are about the easiest way to understand that.
Anyway, as far as to loop even further back as we fight our way through just this endless goddamn maze of spiders.
Yeah, like, why are there so fucking many of them? I have to use recovery items to stay alive here.
Yeah, I don't think you've missed a single one either, but they are moving pretty fast.
Well,
so that's not your fault.
I thought there was less of them, so I wanted to get, like, some grinding out on them.
Well, anyway, what I was going to say is the guy who just eats things either in bad quantities or things that just aren't food. The mental image I have is of someone like Uncle Fester from the Addams Family who's simultaneously overweight and malnourished.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, he had a face that, didn't have any noticeable joint into the neck, and no hair. It just looked like a thumb protruding out of his torso.
God almighty.
I feel terrible for, like, trash-talking this guy, but it was the immediate identifying feature of what he was doing.
Man. No, that is called, I'm still not sure if it's pica or pica, but when you eat things that aren't food, and it's a medical disorder. And now apparently it's also a YouTube sensation.
Oh, no,
because
no.
these are the final days of society.
This guy was eating actual consumable food. There are people who eat things that aren't food, but that's a different thing.
Oh, okay, I thought he did both.
Not as far as I know, no. Oh god, finally, a light. We will have spent this entire episode in this goddamn cave.
Yeah, but we're learning so much about ourselves.
Fair point,
I remember
fair point.
my favorite presidential campaign ad of the 2008 electoral season, and I don't think I'll be, getting into the politics just by saying I liked one ad, but it was John McCain just sitting there in front of a camera, and he said, a friend of mine in college...
Pig.
What's that?
I called you a capitalist pig.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway,
Glossing over, nobody gives a shit.
yeah, right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, it was John McCain sitting in front of a camera, Sears Portrait Studio backdrop, you know, very generic, in a suit, and he's like, oh, this is the boss spider. He's like, a friend of mine in college bet me $20 I couldn't drink a quart of motor oil. I drank 2 quarts and made $40. I'm John McCain.
What?
I didn't vote for him, but I had so much more respect after that.
Why would anybody think that's a good idea for an ad, though?
I don't know. I think he was trying to, well, I mean, what is a presidential campaign if not a drive to get people to like, comment, and subscribe?
Clearly, I must run for the presidency. What is this?
It's a head on a stick, man.
That's weird.
I'm sure this will be fine.
I can't move. Oh, now I can. Well, 2 of us are poisoned and Nern is stinky. So, Jerky solves all of life's problems. Buddy? Oh, Buddy! Buddy's mask!
Are we coming up to the end game?
Okay then! Perhaps we are! Hello, Buddy!
Brad!
Jesus Christ, no. I thought I raised you better than that.
Where have you been?
I've been looking for you. Are you hurt? I can't not go to Batman.
Where's Uncle Sticky? And Rick?
Oh God.
Where's Rick?
I'm just. I don't know. They were with me, and then I turned around, and you know, I think I heard an ice cream truck. You know how he likes ice cream. He'll just run off. I had to find you.
This does seem like the sort of game where someone would chase an ice cream truck off a cliff.
Doesn't matter. We have to go.
But Sticky told me to stay here.
Who the fuck is Sticky? We need to go now. You're not safe here. Hurry up.
That's the ultimate Batman line. You're not safe here. Wait! What's going on?
It's dangerous for you to be out here. We've talked about this before. Now let's go.
No.
Okay then.
I know what's going on.
What?
Rick and Sticky told me everything. I know how important I am to this world now. People actually need me, Brad. They all care about me. Something you never did.
Oh, no. I saw those flashbacks. We were playing makeup. I took you on walks. I found you a way to go outside.
You dug her your very own hole underground.
Buddy, no. I do care about you. I'm here to save you. I cut off my own arm to get here. What the fuck, buddy?
Yeah, she doesn't ask about that.
So things can go back to normal.
I know about those little blue pills.
I
don't want to live with you anymore. I have a new life now.
Buddy, you don't understand what's going to happen to you. You're a girl. The only girl. You're just not ready.
Yes, I am. Uncle Sticky showed me.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What?
Fucking game. Yeah, he helped me.
No! What the hell are you talking about? What did he do to you?
He just talked to me.
What else?
Stop, you're scaring me.
Oh no, she's got little tears. What did he do?
Nothing.
Don't hit her. Don't hit her. Don't hit her. No more talking. We're
now
leaving.
We dance.
You gave Buddy her mask back. Buddy joined you. Great. I got an achievement. It's called Happy Reunion. Do I leave the way I came in, or do I leave out that way?
You could always just truck warp back to Zone A and live out the rest of your life in peace.
Not from the cave, we can't. We have to pick an exit. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! God, I didn't actually want to. Fuck! I was gonna cut off the episode in there. God damn it!
Don't, like, comment, and subscribe.
Just like that, and oh, that changed the dynamic. Now it falls much slower. I wasn't prepared. Whoa! What? Okay, so I just flung myself back over. I'm outside.